This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV. Yes, I am.
One step more. One step more. One step more. Until you reach your goals. One step more. Save them soul. One step more. One step more. How good it is to reach the
Live for Love TV. This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV.
Back here with Live for Love TV, 17th day of the 5th month of the 21st year of the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. You see behind me, I have my trusted females, black sisters here, one with child. Always have them behind me. If I haven't got them on the video, when I'm doing a video, I've definitely got them in my bedroom. I've got them in my plaques on my walls. The sisters are always around me. I don't go too far away from the sisters. Anytime I've had a problem throughout my life, it seems to be always a sister that comes to the aid. So I have to stick with the sisters no matter what. They haven't seen me too far wrong in this world. But I'm going to go in on the sisters today. Not all of them, obviously, but some of you sisters out there who have changed the game between our brothers and some of you sisters out there. The game has changed a lot. And it seemed to have changed sometime in the early 90s. Because right up until the 80s, the respect was there between the brothers and sisters. Of course, you have problems in every relationships, but the actual respect between brothers and sisters was there. But somewhere around the 90s, you started to hear a new type of sister coming out. From the USA, started the ball rolling, came to the UK, the Caribbean, and now it's even in Africa and around the world. And what do I mean by a new type of sister? I mean a type of sister who literally says, this is the kind of man she wants, publicly baiting men. He must have X, Y, and Z. He must be in this position. He must have this type of job. He must roll with this type of car. He must be able to provide this. He must be able to provide that. Well, I'll say to you that if this was the demands that were put on our parents, the males of the generations throughout the time, maybe a lot of us wouldn't even be around today. But this new type of sister that came out, she felt so empowered. The question is, where did she get that power from? Was it her own power, or was the society that we live in, the Western society, trying to raise a female above her own man? Maybe she doesn't see it like that. That's how I saw it, whether I was in the country or outside. And having left the country for a while and coming back, it was even more obvious. Why have I gone down this road? Because there's a man right now who's getting a lot of play on YouTube. He's blown up on podcasts in the USA, and his name is Mr. Kevin Samuels. He seems to have found a niche for himself right in between the black female and the black male. Hard to find any females that like him, hard to find many black males that don't like him. So he's right in the middle of the niche there. And I don't think he speaks for the males as much as maybe some of the females think he does. But some of the points he makes, all men are going to agree with. Now, the reason why I bring up Mr. Kevin Samuels is because he's one of those people that antagonizes some of the sisters now. They don't like the way he speaks. He says to them, you're overweight. You're not going to get the kind of man you want. You're not going to get you're not going to get the men you want, the way you look, the way you talk and stuff. And they don't like it. He's turned the tables on them from the 90s. It's now the 2021 and he's turning the tables on them. But what's even more important about Mr. Kevin Samuels is he was actually created by the females of the 90s. Kevin Samuels never existed. Characters like him in the 80s and the 70s and 60s going back, he never existed. He came up, he was birthed by the mentality of those sisters that made those public bait demands on the brothers and literally brought together a man like Kevin Samuels. That's why he said he never existed. Yes, you had guys who dressed well, maybe like him, people who were doing well in life, yes, he did, but they never behaved like him. They never insulted sisters. They never pushed them to the back just because they weren't at this state or that state. He just did reverse psychology of what was happening from the sisters for over 20 to 30 years, the last 20 to 30 years. And the sisters don't like it. And when I say they created him, of course you created him. If you say a man has to have a college education, he has to have a certain job, a certain figure, he's got to be earning over 100,000, six-figure, or whatever it is. If you say these things, when that man gets it, the first thing he's going to turn around is look exactly at what you are and exactly how you look and how you behave. And if there's more of you than there is of him, then, you know, the playing field is open for him. He can start insulting who he wants. And that's exactly what Mr. Kevin Samuels has been doing. So I think people should always be careful about how they go about their business, because things always turn around. You know, you reap what you sow. Kevin Samuels, to all the sisters, because I've sent him to a lot of sisters, and I haven't seen one sister say they like him. But I'll say that you reap what you sow. And Kevin Samuels is a classic example of the law of attraction. That's what you wanted. Now you have it. The only problem with him is he doesn't speak the way you would have had him speak. He has what you wanted. He's in a position you want, but he says different things. But that's the law of attraction. That's how it works. Be careful what you wish for. That's the old saying. When it comes to men, as Martin Luther King said, or people, it should be the context of their character. You know, maybe you meet a man tomorrow as a sister, and he is doing well. He's earning the six-figure sums. What happens to him if something goes, what if you marry that man or get with that man, and then within 2 years, he starts to go on the slide, things start to go bad, his business goes bust, the trades that he's done has turned upside down. What's going to happen then? You see, so you have to deal with the context of anybody's character. That's on both sides, male and female, you know. And I don't agree with Kevin Samuels when he insults the sisters, but when he puts some of them in their place, all the brothers love it, because we've been living with it for 30 to 40 years and we don't enjoy it. And as I said to you already, my sisters there are surrounding me. They're everywhere around me. I feel protected by the sisters everywhere I go in the world. Never had a problem with the sisters personally, but I'm going to speak up for some of my brothers who I've been listening to this stuff for 30, 40 years, and I'm going to call it out. It's Live for Love TV. You know, we don't fear any shadow after dark. So that's Live for Love TV. See you back soon.
People, one step more, one step more, one step more, one step more, until you reach your goals. One step more.
This is Live for Love TV.